How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Monday. Just got back off vacation, so today was first day back to work since last Tuesday, sorry. And went to DC, took the kids there to show them the bunch of the monuments and museums and stuff like that, Capitol building, and then we spent a day in Gettysburg, which I had never done. That was really cool. I highly encourage anybody to go do that. It was really interesting. So I went through the garden and pulled a bunch of the produce. I went through the bigger garden, and so far, so I got, like I said, I didn't plant too much corn. I only planted 4 stalks, only 2 came up. So there's some corn. Big old bag of tomatoes. So plenty of more tomatoes. And there's still a ton out there. They are getting eaten by the bugs pretty bad. Crawling right up in there. Ants, potato bugs, slugs, whatever. For some reason they're really enjoying my my tomatoes. So luckily there's plenty out there. And then yet another huge bag of green beans, and this thing's a monster. So that's gonna be probably enough for 2 more meals, so I'm gonna vacuum seal those up and get them in the freezer. Got a couple hot peppers, and then I finally come to the determination that yes, that is okra, and I'm hoping, I don't know if those are too big or not. To be honest, I've never grown okra, and I think I've eaten it once and I didn't really like it. So I'll probably be giving that away to somebody that might partake in it. But I don't even know if I'd let them grow too long and they're too big, or if that one's too small, or what the deal is. So I'll have to ask around. I also grabbed a bunch of the dry pea pods, so that I can start harvesting the seeds. So then we'll be planting these next year. So like I said, I only had 24 pea seeds, plants to start the season with, and I'll probably have at least 100 pea plants this year. These were my experiment jalapenos here. They're doing good. That beet is still kicking, and more jalapenos there that I'm growing in a bunch to see if they're going to choke each other out or what. And then I actually have tomatoes coming, tomatoes. These are lovely tomatoes here, aren't they? Strawberries coming in. I got flowers. Good. Obviously they're not getting very big, but for the end of August, that's pretty cool that those are all growing back. This is all new. These are all new leaves that came up right underneath the old, kicked the old out and in with the new. So we're gonna run over to the other garden here real quick, see what we got in there. And like I said, I've been on a little vacation. I gotta get this lawn mowed. I like the country property and stuff, but man, I hate mowing lawn. I remember when I was younger, I used to love it. Not anymore. Now it's just a waste of time and a waste of gas. So my strawberry plants, obviously these ones are not growing anything. Well, that one's got a flower on it, so who knows. Definitely got to get in here and pull some weeds. Those are growing. These are all the new ones that I got off the basket one. I'll go down here. This was the one eggplant that I have. And it looks like I got flowers on it, so it looks like I might end up with a with an eggplant at some point, maybe. Oh, yep, here we go. Let's see if we can get a look at that. Yep, bam, eggplant. Crazy. That's new to me. But we'll see if we got any more, yeah, we got more zucchini growing in. See if any's big enough to pull yet. These are all small ones. I think I pulled everything. There's a couple more that are coming in. Nothing big yet for this round. And then the rhubarb plants. Now these were the ones that I didn't think were going to do anything this year because they pretty much died out, but they're coming back in. So I got one there, I believe that's one. So they'll come back next year all on their own because they are perennial. There's the Swiss chard that's just overwhelmed, and I don't really eat it, so I don't really have anything to do with it. I just wanted to see if I could grow it. And then we got the old jalapenos down here. Looking like they're getting ready. Got a bunch of them on there. On that one. A couple on here. Some smaller, some bigger. One there. That one looks a little overdone. So I'm just gonna drop that one. Maybe it'll grow back next year. This one's almost like that, so I'm gonna take that and eat that. And these are the banana peppers, which I'm gonna pull a bunch of these here in a few minutes. They're ready to go. Stuff that looks like just the one plant. And then these are the cayennes. And I got one there. And that looks like about it. And this is supposed to be Brussels sprouts again, but it doesn't look like it's doing much of anything. I don't know. We'll see. So that's the garden production while I was gone. It's been really wet, so I haven't had to do anything as far as watering or anything. Like I said, it's the end of August, and I think I've watered the gardens probably 3 times, thanks to the wood chips, and that's including the really bad dry spell we had. And I did can. I had a bunch of tomatoes. I didn't have a good knife, so I think I had a lot of waste. So that's a lesson learned. I gotta get a sharper paring knife or whatever for doing that. But I did manage to get 5 quarts of canned tomatoes. So that was the first time that I had ever canned tomatoes, so it came out well. Didn't break anything, and they all sealed well. So I was glad for that, because you gotta be able to preserve this stuff if you're growing it, especially for, when shit hits the fan. That's the whole purpose of being able to be self-sufficient and grow your own garden. I said it'd be a lot easier just to go to the store and buy all this stuff. That's for sure. And there's, like I said too, there's those things that I'm just not that I'm not gonna eat. I'm just growing them to have the knowledge of growing them, and also some of them to get them to go to seed, so I have more seeds. When dire times come, I won't be quite so picky about what I eat. I will definitely eating some Swiss chard, and some okra. But other than that, I hope everybody has a great week, and we'll catch you later. See ya.